Good afternoon, Valencia College, and welcome to another edition of the VCNN, your number one source for student-led news, class projects, and probably the only news network where the anchor is also the editor, writer, IT support, videographer, and anything in between. My name is Nina, and I'm reporting to you with a powerful story, one that literally shook a nation. Let's talk about the 2023 Morocco earthquake, a natural disaster that hit on September 8th with more force than a double-shot espresso before a final exam. Now, for the science geeks, and I say it lovingly, here's how this monster was born. Morocco sits at the edge of two major tectonic plates, the African plate and the Eurasian plate. Think of these plates like roommates who keep stepping on each other's toes. When the pressure builds and one finally moves, boom, you get an earthquake. This one happened along a reverse fault, which basically means the land got squeezed so hard it popped. The shift released seismic energy that traveled like shock waves all the way through the Atlantis Mountains and sadly through thousands of lives. The magnitude, 6.8, which doesn't sound like much unless you're familiar with the Richter scale. That's like comparing a house cat to a lion. Same species, wildly different beast. It struck at 11:11 p.m. local time. No wishes came through, though I'm not editing this out. The epicenter was in a Houses province, about 72 kilometers from Marrakesh, a historic city known for its stunning architecture, species, and now sadly cracked walls and rubble. But the real destruction hit the rural villages in the high Atlantis Mountains. These communities had mud brick homes, warm in winter, but unfortunately not built to withstand seismic body slams. Rescue teams struggled to reach survivors because these roads were twisted, blocked, or just gone. Whole villages were leveled, homes, schools, and historic sites, even parts of the Kotobia Mosque, one of Marrakesh's most famous landmarks, suffered serious damage. The UNESCO heritage sites were cracked or flattened, wiping out not just buildings, but centuries of cultures in seconds. The human cost was heartbreaking. Over 2,900 people's lives were lost, and more than 5,500 were injured. And remember, this happened while most people were asleep. No time to run, no warning sirens, just seconds to respond. Entire families were caught unaware. Makes you kind of rethink the whole do not disturb mode. And the financial toll estimated at around 11.7 billion in damages. That's billion with a B. Homes, roads, tourist attractions, all wiped out. Local economies, many dependent on tourism and farming, were left in ruins. Even the goats were out of business. Recovery efforts started quickly, but progress has been slow, mostly due to rough mountain terrain. International aid came in from Spain, Qatar, and the UK, sending rescue teams, supplies. The Moroccan government promised earthquake-resistant housing, but that's going to take time, money, and probably some serious engineering magic. As of now, many families are still in tents and temporary shelters. Recovery is ongoing, and so is the need for support. And let's not forget about wildlife. Goats, sheep, and other livestock, major sources of incomes for rural families, were killed. These barns collapsed, landslides disrupted local ecosystems, while the region isn't home to endangered species. Habitats destruction could still mess with the local food chain. So yes, nature was a major victim as well. In the face of all this devastation, the spirit of the people remains strong. Aid is arriving, homes are being rebuilt, and the world hasn't forgotten about Morocco. The disaster serves as a reminder. Nature can be fierce, but human resilience is even fiercer. And that's going to wrap up our special report here at the VCNN. I'm Nina, signing off with a final reminder. Appreciate what you got. Maybe hug your house tonight and always keep your emergency kit stocked. Stay safe, stay curious, and see you next time on the VCNN. Bye. I'm 5 seconds out from making this a 5-minute video. I don't know what else to say. So here is the blooper. That's all I got. Okay, bye.